that could be out of fear. It could also have something to do with somebody's mental state.
What is targeting? Or who?
Certain, well,
Look at you choosing the words.
I'm not really choosing my words. I want to be able to, like convey myself correctly. So, for example, it is believed that there is a demonic entity here, right? But not everybody's going to experience that. And why is that? For whatever reason, it targets certain people. And it seems like it targets individuals who may have a lot going on in their life, like stressful shit. Targets people with certain mental issues. I'm trying to say it in the nicest way possible. That's what it seems like. Now, the argument can be, though, too, is that, okay, if it's targeting people who are stressful and people with mental illness, then maybe it's not a demonic entity, it's just that person themselves believing that these things are going on. And that's a great argument.
I think that's a more logical
Right.
argument, because if someone's coming in with baggage, either they have a mental health issue or they're dealing with something like depression, they're bringing that into a place, especially because I think the majority of people that come here are expecting something to happen. And they've read the stories, they've watched the videos, so either an evil or violent or demonic presence, whatever you want to call it, they already think it's here, and it's playing in their head.
Right.
To take that leap, and I'm not saying this is you, but to take that leap to think that there is something actually here that's targeting people, I mean, that's taking a leap away from logic and inserting a supernatural belief into it without evidence there is. Because there's no, even if we look back through the history, except for the only thing I can think of is these apparent rituals, which we don't even know if they really happen. We just have one person that said that they did them. And, okay, it's a big deal. Like, there's a ritual, I think we talked about this when you were live. Like, big deal, rituals done. Rituals are done every day.
Right.
And does that mean they brought in an entity from the underworld? No. It's just a ritual. It doesn't actually do anything, except make the person doing it feel better. And that's more of a psychological thing. It's not a physical thing. But like what I see people coming in here already believing, and I think we discussed it earlier. Like they already come in here. They already believe something's going to happen. They make things happen for themselves.
Right.
And then now you come in here with a group of people that are a little bit more skeptical and really looking at the details, and there's nothing. There's nothing. Is that because it's a quiet night? I don't think so. I think it's because we're just looking at everything and saying, all right, no, that random noise is that's not a ghost. That's a random noise. It's coming from outside. It's coming from this way. We did this, we did that. We're looking for logical conclusions or explanation for it. So, at least from my perspective, I don't think there is a quiet night versus an active night. I think it depends on the person coming in here, their approach, and their beliefs.
And I can agree with that, absolutely. Like I said, we see it every day. We do. We see it every day.
We do, yeah.
And like I said, that's what I think. I can't prove that. I can't back that up. It's something that I believe, but I'm not 100% like believing that though either. Because I do believe that we can create our own ghost, so to speak. And again, that's people coming into a location with all the thoughts that they had seen on YouTube. They come here and they're like, oh my God, psychological thing.
Right.
But the thing is though, you said you've experienced things here.
I have experienced things.
And I know you're not watching those YouTubers being like, that's what really goes on there. You know what I
Right,
mean?
'cause
So
I-
you don't watch it the same way that a lot of other people do. So-
Right.
But yet you've had experiences
Yeah, and I've seen other people have experiences here too as well.
here.
You know, I know about the whole scratching thing, you know, that's a thing that happens here. I've had it happen to me, but I cannot tell you with certainty if it was a ghost. I have no clue. I don't know.
That's something I've always wanted to have happen to me, just so I can see like, okay, is this a real thing or is it bullshit? You know what I mean? I've always wanted to get scratched or like undeniably pushed, like hardcore, like doing a mistake and something pushing. And,
I don't, see, I think, and I think this is why this group isn't experiencing anything right now, is both you guys get into the monkey videos. You're looking at other people's videos, other people's alleged evidence, and you started picking it apart and looking deeper into it.
Right.
So now you're looking at your own experiences a little bit deeper. Like, yeah, you wanting to get scratched or see what this is about, you're not going to. I don't think you will, because you're looking for it. You're looking for the possible causes. It's not going to have, it has to be random.
yeah,
You have to be sometimes willfully ignore what might happen and what might cause it in order to find it later. Other times it's just not paying attention because people are rushing around, they freak out, they run around, they bump into things, each
Yeah.
other, or they feel an itch and they scratch it, and then don't realize that they actually scratched themselves.
Right.
But
There's times where I shut a door and I don't even fucking remember doing it. And I
Yeah.
come back and I'm like, wait, I didn't shut this door. And then I go back and look at the door and I'm like, oh, well, I guess I did.
I think we're good for tonight, we got enough cameras.
yeah.
Around, we're gonna know anything that happens
Right.
in this house.
You know, and like I said, for me, I do believe that I do believe that there's something here. I do. But again, I don't think we're gonna experience anything.
You shut that bummer.
I know, Kenny, you wanna see ghosts?
So,
I know.
I guess I'll put it out there then. So if something is in here, and you're hearing us talk about how nothing is going to happen, why don't you prove us wrong? At some point tonight, do something.
No scratching? Go ahead. Break it. Break down. Right on top. I'll just wait for it.
Yeah, do something to Kenny.
Yeah.
Anyway, so if anybody could, do it. But, I believe, the thing is that I'm very, like, skeptical of things, because again, I've always said, I believe this stuff is extremely rare. And even then, I'll admit, that doesn't mean it's a ghost, it could be something that we just don't know about, that science has yet to be able to, like, discover or explain or whatever. A lot of times I use the word ghost, but I don't necessarily mean it in the sense of, some dead person.
So let me ask you this. Do you think you more believe or are you more hopeful?
That's a great question, Kenny.
I worked on it for all of like 10 seconds.
Yeah, I can tell. That came from the heart.
It did.
Like
black hole, heart.
Honestly, it is a mixture of both, right? Because I've had experiences that, and I'll admit that I do believe were paranormal experiences. A part of me, kind of wishes that,
So you've had experiences that you receive as paranormal,
that I believe,
that you believe, okay. So, because I asked the question because I don't believe, but I am hopeful.
Right.
And even when I come here, like most of the places I go to, I don't expect anything. but I'm hopeful
Right, yeah,
that this time somebody will show me.
right, so,
You know?
you know, I do believe, but I'm also hopeful. But I'm also very critical on things too, you know, I am skeptical of things, I really am. Uh, But again, I also believe as well. It's a really weird thing, like the way my brain thinks about that, and not just paranormal, about a lot of other things, like how my brain like compartmentalizes things and stuff like that. It's like, it's a really weird way that my brain works. Um, would I like it to be real? That would be cool. But at the same time, if we find out that it's something completely different, I'm fine with that. I am fine if there's a logical explanation. I'm fine with that.
I think, based on your answers and your descriptions and everything you're saying, I would venture a guess that you are more hopeful than you are a believer.
See, I don't know, because I've had experiences too that, like, totally make me believe that. So, you know, one time I saw a shadow figure walk in front of my TV and totally block it out. The event took 3 seconds probably and turned the corner. Like, it was so real to me, I thought it was my son leaving his bedroom to go to the bathroom. And, cause I was waiting to go to the bathroom. Well, he never came out, and I went and looked in his bedroom, and he was sound asleep. And there was no way he could have got back there without.
So wait, you were watching TV?
I woke up
Okay.
and saw this thing walk in front of the TV, because I woke up to pee. And it wasn't like I woke up and saw it immediately, it was like, it was a few seconds. And then I mean, it was black as could be, blocked, like I said, blocked the TV out the whole way past it, turned the corner and went to the bathroom.
Why did you think it was your son?
Because I saw somebody walk to the bathroom,
Okay.
and, you know, from the direction of his bedroom, and he would have been the only one down there.
So, just on your description there, and we're just discussing it.
Right. No, I know, it's all.
It doesn't sound like you had a good